I don't care.
Stupid seagull.
They're gonna shit all over my car, huh?
What's up, everybody? In this episode, we're gonna try to make some skate wax molds out of stuff I got at the Goodwill on the cheap, and then we're gonna see how it comes out, and then we're gonna take it to the skate park or to the streets and see how it works. All right, so first things first, I got the wax. This one was $1.99. This one $1.99 also, and then I got this one today. I got the other two a couple days ago, but this one is also, oh, it's 99 cents. Then I got this pot and a lid to go with it, so just in case it smells, I wanted to have a lid, but the pot was $2.99, the lid was 99 cents, not too bad. But we definitely need something to melt the wax in, so I think this will work pretty good. And you can see by my hand being next to it, the size comparison, not too big, but I think it will work out just how I want it. And then last but not least, I wanted to find some kind of mold to put the wax in, so it's not just like a boring square block or something. So I found these little Baby Yoda ones. Sorry for the shadow, but this was $1.49. Pretty good. Let's take it out of the package so I can show you a little better. So if I can do this one-handed. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. Oh, almost got it. Oops. All right, got it. So it looks like there's just two designs, but pretty cool. I like it. I think it would be fun to have little wax blocks of Baby Yoda. First things first, I'm gonna wash everything and then get everything all set up, and I'll be right back. All right, so right here, I got a pan that I filled with water, and then I put the pot that I'm gonna melt the wax inside that pan. It's kind of like a double boiler so I don't burn the wax when I'm melting it. And then once I get the wax in there, I'm gonna put the lid on and let it melt and see what happens. But before that, I think I'm gonna cut up this wax so it will fit a little better. All right, before I cut off my fingers, I'm gonna stop trying to cut through that because it's really hard to cut through. The wax does have a smell though. It smells like old lady. All right, let's take the pieces I got cut and put it in there and see if it melts. I'll scrape off all this extra stuff and put it in there too. What is that? All right, everything looks like it's pretty melted in there. I think I'm just gonna give it another minute just to make sure it's completely melted before I pour the molds. All the tutorials I've watched tell you to do this on an electric stove because it's a little bit flammable, so don't do it on a gas stove like I'm doing it on. That's just all I have. Oh man, gotta open a window to let the stank out. I put all my extras in a bag. I think this should be enough to fill all the little molds, but you never know. So we might be making some more a little bit later. All right, I think we're ready. Let's start pouring the molds and see how it comes out. I overflowed this one a little bit, but got them all pretty good. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but I think I'm gonna put it in the freezer to see if I can harden it a little faster. All right, as for the rest of this wax, I think I put a little too much in there, so I'm gonna fill up this water bottle with the rest, and hopefully I don't melt the water bottle too. All right, and I'm gonna And put this one in the fridge too. All right, while the wax is setting, I just kind of want to go over what I did real quick. In the pot with the water in it, I just put it to like a low setting, so it just barely start to boil, and then I put the other pot inside there and put the wax inside that, so you could do the double boiler. This isn't really meant to be a tutorial video, so if you're trying to learn how to do this the right way, this probably isn't the video for you, and I'd look up some other video on YouTube. But I just wanted to put this disclaimer out there for you. Make sure you do this with an adult. Make sure you're safe, because this could potentially cause a fire and could be dangerous. I left my wax in the freezer yesterday for about an hour, then I took it out and let it harden the rest of the way, but it was already pretty solid, so it looks pretty good. All right, let's check it out. I'm not sure if I was supposed to freeze it or just let it sit out and harden by itself, but this is what it came out like. Here's a close-up view. As you can see, they came out a little bit spotty in color. They're not completely solid, and they sunk down a little bit. Only the ones that I overflowed were like completely to the top. And then, as you can see in, I think it was this bottom one, there's like a little crack, but it's not too bad. It's not all the way through or anything. It's just, you could see it. And then we got this one that I put in the water bottle just to put the rest in. And you can see there's like a hole in the middle where the wax sunk in. And I'm not sure if that's because I froze it or that's just what happens, but I think maybe I'll try it again without freezing it, and I'll just let it set by itself and see if it comes out better. Let's pop them out and see what they look like. All right, as you can see, they didn't come out that great, but at least we got like half. Got 4 cracked and 4 solid ones. And if I go closer, I don't know if you can see, since it's white, it's kind of hard to tell, but the texture's on there. You can see the pattern. You can see the Baby Yoda a little bit. But I think what happened is some of the wax, like on the finer details, got stuck inside the mold and didn't come out, so it left them a little bit undetailed. Also, I think this mold that I found is a little bit too hard. It's not very flimsy, especially when you're trying to pop out the wax. So I don't know if you could tell when I was trying to get the wax out, I was having a hard time. But yeah, they don't really just like pop out. It's pretty stiff. As for this one, I have no idea how I'm gonna get this out of here, but I think I'm gonna try to probably cut it open and then use the rest of this wax to try again. And maybe I'll add some new ingredients, like maybe a little bit of canola oil or something to help it from cracking. But for now, let's get these pieces and let's try them out. All right, like I said, these didn't come out perfect. I got about half of them cracked in half, and the other half I got solid ones, so not too bad for my first try, especially without really looking up how to do this. I kind of just skimmed through a couple tutorials, but I think I'm gonna try this out again, and I'm gonna go skate and then let the wax set, and we'll see what they look like when I come back. And I'm probably gonna add a few more ingredients, and I'm not gonna freeze it this time, so we might have to wait till the next day, but hopefully they come out better. And if they do, I will talk about it and I'll tell you guys what I did differently. I also might try doing them in some like cupcake wrappers just to see if they come out a little easier, because the Baby Yoda mold was really hard to pop them out, and I kept breaking the wax when I was popping them out, so we'll see. The water bottle one came out pretty good. Maybe I should just make a wax water bottle. That'd be kind of cool, actually. All right, before I go, I just want to show you what I'm doing with the next batch. So I put in the rest of the candles, the broken pieces, and I added a little bit of this purple candle just to add some color since the last batch was all white. And then also with this one, I added in a little bit of vegetable oil, and then I put in a cap full of this Jameson cold brew. Also put a cap full of the vegetable oil. So hopefully that will make it do something cool. I don't know. Let's go skate. All right, let's try this shit out. Damn, that's super slippery. it. Alright, I'm done trying that. Gonna wax up this one and test it out too. We're back, and here's the second batch that I let dry, and look at how smooth it looks. Alright, this batch came out so much better. Nothing broke. You can see the Baby Yoda in there, but it was still hard to get it out of the little mold. As for this one, putting the little cap full of Jameson in there didn't work at all. It didn't mix in there, it just kind of stayed on top and spilled everywhere when I took it off. But yeah, it came out a whole lot better. Got some color in there, and the pieces stayed together. They just feel more solid.